Alrighty, everyone, welcome. We are back, ready to try and finish up the build that's over there somewhere. On. It's like literally just right over there. So we're gonna be finishing that up, this stream. Yep. So we built up the exterior in the last stream, and in this stream we're going to try and finish that. As you can see, it's a lot of empty space. So I think the best part to start off is these towers here, because this can be kind of like the centerpiece. Well, it is really the center, so we're gonna help divide the area by putting that up. And I think we also got to put up a roof up there, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so let me Alt Tab to over here, which apparently does not want to cooperate right this moment. So give me a quick second. Okay, there we go. So let me make my way on inside. Oh, right, hold on. One quick second. Where is the correct world? Is it this one? Give me a second. Which world has the interior? It is most certainly not this one. Okay, well, I guess I should have been a little more observant before starting the stream, but you know what? It's fine. We'll figure it out. Where is it? Do I not have it? Because I have two separate worlds. One with a finished interior and one without. And I can't find the one with. Which is a little troublesome if I want to actually build this, you know? Huh. I guess we'll just go with whatever we can. Guess it's going to be a little bit of improv, but most of it's here, so we should be fine. Give me one quick second. Okay, so here's the tower. Let me give myself night vision on this roll. Fact at S, night vision, infinite, one true. There we are. So let's see here. Let's try and get this built up, shall we? Okay, so materials we're gonna need. We're going to need andesite. We're going to need stone brick of all different shapes and sizes. That's infested, you Dumbo. Let's see. How's the front of this tower look? Very complicated. So let's see. So if we go over here, right here is where this is going to start. And I guess we'll build this up to the top, which I guess the smarter way to do this would be to do this. Get my special handy dandy axe. And boop. And well, boop. Let's do / copy. And if I do this, this should hopefully work. Look at that improv. So the walls are kind of messed up. Make sure this didn't mess anything up. Nope, we're good. So I kind of did mess this up myself. Whoop. Cool, now all I gotta do is do the same thing right here. Yeah, that saves some time, though we do have to replace the walls. I wonder, can I do this? Will this do what I want to do? Actually, I have an idea. If I do / replace stone, brick, wall. Well, if I replace it with stone, brick, wall. If I replace stone, brick, wall with stone, brick, wall, will that work? Huh, would you look at that? It's just that easy. And we'll go up here to here. That way you can bring in the blue. blue terracotta. There we go. And then we gotta go from here to here. Set stone bricks. And then we'll do the same on this side. Perfect. And then where all the andesite is, we'll replace with chiseled for extra detail. Oops. There we go. Two more. Perfect. Alrighty, now we gotta do the fun bit of actually creating the little centerpiece. I guess we're... Yeah, it's not too complicated. Well, for this part at least. Huh. Okay, so what we gotta do is... How can I easily do this? Alright. Maybe taking a screenshot is probably the best bet. So I can copy this properly. So let's do this button. That is indeed the right button. There we go. Go to files, screenshots, and would you look at that? We have screenshot. Let's drag that over here and then just recreate it. Okay, so you gotta do 2 walls. Why did you do that? Excuse me. Okay. Well, the screenshot I was on decided to go to a completely different random one. That's fun. We do 2 walls. Stone brick here. Skip 3. Stone brick, and then it's 4, I think that is. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it'll be the same thing. We also need white glass. And then we gotta do andesite, roguelite. There we go. So we could do glass and andesite. And glass. Perfect. And of course I missed. There we go. Do those here and here. Curve them in. So I'm going to do that. Let's do right. Yeah, okay, that is. Make sure I'm building this correctly. There we go. And then starts here. There we go. Something just like that. So that's that little bit done. So now we gotta actually work on making the curve, which is going to be a slight bit tricky. We'll manage it though. So let's see. Okay, thought I paused this in the right place. There we go. That'll work. Okay, where the hell did my game go? There it is. Don't mind me, I'm a little bit of a mess. I never claim to be perfect at what I do. Something like that. Use up again. I think. Yes. And it just does that all the way up till the center. So I guess we should get this copied over to the other side. That way we can get this archway built up properly. About bing out of boop. And it's gotta do / copy rotate 1. God damn, I can't type. Where is the 8? There we go. And now we gotta try and take a guess where this is gonna paste. Here? Okay, no, it does place in the right spot. Okay, that's cool. I did. Be placed in front of me, so it's gotta go right here-ish. Perfect. So now we gotta do the same thing. Go to where this is, go stair, block, stair, and then we gotta continue that all the way up. So let's just do this. 2, 2, 2. We'll place those with stairs in a minute. Okay, I did something wrong. It's supposed to be a 1-block center, so something's not right. Those are the same on both sides. Maybe it's just something with the actual design. 2, 2, 2, 2. Oh. I know what problem. Yep, this one. There's the issue. There we go. That's more like it. Just a little bit of a boof on my end. There we go. I got a bit of an archway. And we got to copy that to the other side, which, we could use world edit. Might as well. Let's see, about here-ish. Right. There we go. And let's just go in the center. Second. Okay, how do I make this, like, not loud? Whatever. It's gonna be fine. It's whatever. And then we just gotta go / copy. Go over to the other side. We gotta do / paste. So nice. There we go. And now this is where the bit, because in the version of the world that I have, it's missing this little roof bit that connects the archways, and it's also missing 2 chandeliers, so that means I'm going to rebuild the chandeliers, which took me forever, so wondrous. Gotta figure out how to make this look good, which is easier said than done. I guess we should get this little center bit up. Also, where does the roof go? So let's see. Stair. Okay, this is gonna be a little complicated. So let's see. Let's try this. Let's move all this out of the way for now. Okay, right, we're missing the stairs. Yoink. It goes 1, 2, and then why? Alright, I think this is supposed to go like this. Yeah. Yep. That goes like that. Then goes into here, which we grab these. That's gonna be upside down for this section. There we go. And then for this little bit, this is where I try and understand my design process. Did an L shape, and we need walls and bars. That's gonna connect like so. Like that. I think that's all there is to it. Yep. Cool. I just gotta repeat this design all the way around. How's this supposed to work? How did I manage this? Wait a minute. Block wall bar. Block wall bar. Give me a second. So on all sides supposed. Did I mess this up? Wait a minute. No. This is fine. Maybe? I did mess this up. Wait. Okay. I hate having to do this there. Huh. Would you look at that? This is messed up. This isn't how it's supposed to be. These are supposed to be like... That should be right, because it connects to this properly, right? As a what? Oh. That's where I messed up. Give me a second. No, that's... right. No, this is right. Oh, I see the problem. Because with this, I want like that. And these, I'll need to go up one. Ran. Or I could keep it the way it is. Because it doesn't really affect much. It's just where, compared to the original build, you know, I think it's fine. This is probably better anyways. Yeah. I think I'll stick with this. I think this looks better, but now to deal with this issue though. How did I get this to work in my favor? That's like that. I am what you like to call very confused. Yeah, because I build the roof wrong? Oh wait, I know what I did. I think I understand. Yep, I understand. Okay, that makes more sense. Supposed to go like this. I knew something was wrong, I just couldn't figure out what. That makes way more sense. There we go. Now that's how it's supposed to be. Also for a little bit of light. Lanterns. There we go. That's more like it. That's how it's supposed to look. Okay. There we go. We figured it out. Now just to do the rest of the roof. Which shouldn't be too bad. Because block, stair, stair, that, and that. Okay. I can do that. It goes block, stair, 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 stair. And then it goes... trapdoor. Right. Can you not do that, game? Yes. Trapdoor and then floor. And then, yep. So this should line up with this, which it does. Perfect. Okay. Now it's got to try and build stuff on all the sides. There we go. Oh, give me my mic. Apologies for that. Alright, and then we got to do there. And just align the trapdoors. Health 5 stairs on this side too. Oh, that's fine. Okay. There we are. And this is where our nice flooring is gonna be. There we go. Now we gotta get this from one side all the way to the next. So from here all the way to here, which I guess I should also fill this in before I do anything. And to here. Deep slate bricks. 699 blocks. Just like 10 stacks of blocks. That's lovely. There we go. Now it's got to copy this to there, to there, to there. How do I want to do this? I don't think this far ahead. Well, let's just do one step at a time, shall we? So we'll do this one first. Let's see, let's go right there, and let's make it easier on ourselves just by copying right here. Then I could go over here. And I should just be able to paste it, no problem. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And of course the lanterns I'll just have to put myself. Scoop. And scoop. Beautiful. Now I just gotta do rotate 180. Go over here. There we go. And do paste. Lantern is a lantern. And go over here. And paste. There we go. It's coming along quite nicely. Also, this is going to bother me. Actually, we're going to be changing this up anyway, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, now for the roof, which is biome. From here to here, we'll go ahead and do the same thing where we copy on this section. Copy, which then I should be able to go over here and paste it. I should have considered that. It didn't destroy anything, did it? No. It kind of did. Anything important? Yeah, okay, let's undo real quick. Okay, how do I want to do this? Maybe if I re-rotate, what if I just, like, do a flip command instead? What if I flip it twice, and then... Okay, that's gonna paste where I'm at. Undo. Ha. Ha. Do that. Okay, well, if I paste it's like in the air right here. Does nothing. Okay, what if I undo twice? Flip again, and then paste? It's doing something. I just don't know what it's doing. Okay, whatever. We might just have to do this part by hand, which is fine. Totally fine. So what I actually have to, I only have to build it once, because I think if I just do... let's try that. Let's do this. Let's recopy. Re-rotate. I think if I paste it here, it won't have an issue. Nope, it does have an issue. If I undo that, though, I should be able to paste it here with no problems. Yeah. Right. So that means I gotta just build this one, rotate it, and paste it there. So I gotta do it once more. Not too big of a deal. Just gotta remember what I'm doing. There we go. There we go, something just like that. Should do the trick, I think. Why do I fact extends more than this side? Man, 'cause this side's even. 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 3. 3, 4, 4. Why? Why does it do that? Wait a minute. Because this tower extends out 1, 2, 3. This one. So why is it so different? Wait a minute. Uh-huh. Why? Oh, why? Oh, that's why. Because I'm an idiot. Ah. Whoops. Wait. What? Oh. Bap. Bap. Boop. Bada bing and bada boom. Ta-da. Now we can have this the way we want it. There we go, just missed that section. Okay, that explains it. And so now I gotta do, instead of rebuilding it again, I just gotta go 1, 2, rotate. I actually gotta copy first, you stupid. Copy. And then rotate. And then paste. There we go. That's more like it. Now, there's supposed to be balconies, one there and there. So how do I work out these balconies? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's just the same thing repeated, and then we just build up little balconies. Okay, yeah, that's easy enough. Just gotta go from here to here. Copy. Alright. And then paste. And then go down here. There we go. And then don't I just put a floor on this? Yep. It's easy enough. I'll do that in a minute. Let's just go ahead and continue doing that on all sides. There we go. I should probably paste it first before I move on. There we are. Now, before I paste it to these other sides, I should probably finish up building up the balcony, so that way I just have it completed before doing anything. Probably a smart thing to do. Let's actually just get these windows built up. There we go. And now all we need to do is go from here to here, set deep slate bricks like that, and then we need to do lecterns because they're just the perfect balcony block. There we go. Just like that. And then I'll go ahead and just like cheat my way to getting the rest of these built up just by going. That don't seem right. Okay, 1 second. Now this is where it's supposed to be, so why is it not lined up? Hold on. Oh, it's because this one balcony is different. That's why. This one balcony is a little different. Which is a little annoying, but what you gonna do? Down you go. Yeah, it's supposed to be like that, and so that way it doesn't line up perfectly with this one. Huh. But the rest should be fine. Okay. Alright, you can go back to this place too. Anyways, copy. Paste. Do that on both sides. We also got to move this one still. Paste. Wait, that messed something up. Wait, did I mess this one up too then? I did. That's because I gotta go. Oh, we gotta move all these up. Okay. So maybe it's not as messed up as I thought. We'll work through it. Let's go ahead and move these then. Gotta go from here. That's gonna be annoying. To here. Move down one. So you gotta go back to place. And then you gotta get moved. You and you gotta get moved. Let's go ahead and set down some lanterns as well. There we go. Now we'll go ahead and just completely copy this entire thing. Copy, rotate 180, and oh wait, I gotta recopy that because it's not going to be in the right spot. Let's go down here, stand right here, then copy, then rotate. That way whenever I paste it over here, it's in the right spot. There we go. Look how much better this already looks. Oh yeah. Coming together. What we got to do though, we gotta break into this tower. About here. This is where it lines up. Go here. Go all the way over yonder. And we gotta set dark oak lights. There we go. So we don't have to see the nice great vibrant grass. That way it's actually a little bit more church-like. Speaking of spruce buttons, which no one said anything about spruce buttons, I just saw them. Go ahead and set those down. a zoop, and a boop, and a boop, ba da boop. There we go. Coming together. Let's make up this little centerpiece. Trying to figure out how the hell I built it. Yeesh. This is gonna be rough. Let's see. What we gotta do is combination. This is probably the thing that's gonna get changed the most. Gotta kind of free wing this, like everything else in this build. That doesn't mean that it's the best. Let's see. From there and there, we gotta go all the way up with chiseled and andesite on all sides. Okay, so let's do that then. Andesite, chisel. Wait, then how's that? Wait a minute. That's where that goes, and doesn't that mess up this? Okay, yeah, it is just messed up on the other one. Okay. Good to know. That actually was correct. No, it wasn't. Something like that, and then we do walls here. How does this work? Okay, that's just regular stone brick in the middle. It's a boop and a boop. I think. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Sorry for pausing so much. I'm just trying to figure out how I did this. Okay, let's look at the wrong segment. That makes sense. So there, and then walls. That creates this little bit. And there's supposed to be a door here, which is right here to go. Wait, no. Oh, perspective is quite an interesting thing. It goes right there. And something's not right. Oh, that's what's not right. Wait, no, this is right. What? Hold on. Why is... Wait. Oh, it's because I'm... God, I'm an idiot. Because I'm looking at this balcony. It's like, why is there a button here? It's like, how's there a button there? This is in the way. That's why when you have a symmetrical build, you get confused where the hell you are. So this goes there, and then for the second balcony, yes, it just goes up like this, and then walls. Okay, we're figuring it out. There we go. That is how it's supposed to be. Okay. This is like the most complicated part of this entire build. So there it goes. Up, up, over, up. Over, up. Okay, Sahan. Up, over, up, over, up, over. Okay. That's what this is. So we gotta do stairs. We gotta do up, over, up, over. Is that where it ends? Hold on. It goes up, over, up, over, up, over. So that's 3 times. Up, over, up, over. I do it again. So it goes all the way to the ceiling. Up and over. There we go. And that should be lined up, and it's not lined up, which means I did something wrong. Which is pretty typical for me, so let's figure out. Let's find out, Chad, what did we do wrong? So it starts there, up to... Starts there. It goes like that. Aha. What did I do wrong? I honestly do not know. Oh, that's what. Because it doesn't go over, it just becomes a beam. Okay, that makes more sense. that explains it. Which then this becomes this weird looking thing, which I kind of think I did because I didn't really know what else to do. But since we're recreating this build, we're going to figure out what to do with it. There we go. We're figuring it out slowly but surely. Anything special for that? Yeah, okay. It just snakes its way down. Which looks really weird, but we'll fix it. That stays like that. And then it goes up like this on all sides. There, and that way it can be walled off. Yeesh. What a pain this is. What about this little bottom section? How does this work out? It's like the exact same way, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. So it starts off right here, right? Hold up, give me a second. Second. And goes chiseled. I hate on how complicated this is. Okay, then it's simple from there. Okay, then it goes. Like that. There we go. That's more like it. And then for this little center bit, how's that work? That's some slabs here, so it goes block, block, U, 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 and then slab across. There we go. Told you the center bit was complicated. Now I should just be able to take this, copy it to the other side. That should give me the results I want. Maybe. U to U. Let's do copy, rotate, paste. Nice. So it did mess up this wall bit, but that's fine. We can fix that. There we go. Now I should just be able to do the exact same thing over here. If we slab our way across, should be able to do paste, rotate, paste. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. It's also just... Okay. I hate trying to figure out how to get rid of chat. It sometimes works, and most of the time it doesn't. But we're going to put two big windows here, which is going to separate both sides. That's what we're going to do. And that's going to be a pain to recreate, but I want to Alt-Tab 1,000 times. I'll just have to take screenshots. But then I also got to figure out how to connect these two sides. I can't remember exactly how I did it. And we're just going to freestyle it because I don't have the original build with me. Let's try and figure something out. I don't know. Maybe it sticks out more than curves inwards? Might be how that works. Hold on. Try that. By going outwards and then go inwards. Maybe that can help. Yeah, that could look good. Then we'll have to go inwards like this. I think that's could look good. It's gonna block up this little bit here, and I don't know. Wish I had the original completed side of this. I thought I only had that top portion incompleted, and I had this entire interior part done, but I guess I don't have that save. So I gotta try to actually figure this out here and now. Stick out a bit first. Go. Alright, well, now we got something going on. Just trying to figure out how we're gonna do this little top bit here. We could have like something hanging down right there. Oh, that's not standard. You're an idiot. I try to find a way to make this a little more textured. Gotta see what else we can do. But I think this is looking good. If a little blocky, but I think it works. Just trying to figure out what else I can do with it. These little bits, what if I put like walls here? How would that look? Not the worst. Let's see. What kind of other like stairs and walls do I have? See, I could use polished andesite. That could work. Yeah, that breaks it up a bit. I can't really do much with this because with slabs, it probably is polished andesite slabs, but I don't want to completely just make it polished andesite because then that'd look a little too overdone. But I could also do this. I could help break it up a bit too. Whoops. There we go. I think we got something cooking. Whether it's good or not, I'm not entirely sure at the moment. So, Could replace these with polished andesite. There we go. Helps a bit. Okay, I don't think this is too bad. Let's see. Try and think of ways we could maybe improve it. I use slabs here. That way it curves in a little bit better. Howdy, Fontaine. How's it going? Just working on the interior to the church. Working on the center bit. We got the balconies just built up and the roof situated. I was trying to figure out the center bit since I don't have a fully completed version of the world, apparently. So I have to actually freestyle it because I don't remember exactly how I built this little middle section. So, which is weird. Oh no, I'm gonna look again. They should have had a finished product. Hold on. Maybe it's this world. Hold on. Is this it? Hold on. Game mode. Spectator. No, this is most definitely not it. That is a completely different world. This one. Well, hope you had a good rest. Is it this world? No. It is not this world. This is my Redstone world for Minecraft Bedrock. Which Redstone on Minecraft Bedrock is quite different than it is over here in Java. This one? No, it's not going to be that one. Not that. Yeah, it's weird. I don't have the original completed one anymore. That is so weird and annoying. Wait, no, I had. No, did I have this computer? No, it wasn't on my laptop, was it? No, it's definitely on this PC. Definitely. Why don't I have the world? Oh well. We'll just continue freestyling. The best we got. Unless it's this one. Hold on. No, it's not. It's not that one. Yeah, that's a completely different one. I have way too many random worlds. Yeah, it is in this one, right? Yeah, no, this is most definitely not it. Yeah, I just don't have it anymore. I know I didn't delete it because I don't delete important worlds. So it's weird. Really, really weird. Oh, apparently I started it. I don't know. Anyways, let's get these windows built up. Shall we? And we'll work from there. Oh god. This is gonna be a pain to make. It's a pain to make in survival. It's gonna be a pain to make here. Alright, let's get this built up, shall we? So let's see. Let's go ahead and clear out my inventory for now. And we're going to need a lot of different glass colors. We're going to need red, orange, okay. Red, orange, yellow, dark green, brown, white and regular, and then black. Right. So it starts off like right here. Okay. Where does it exactly start? And then we'll work from there. It starts right at the top there. Okay. Go back to the screenshot. I said go back to the screenshot. Thank you, computer, for doing what I want you to do. So you gotta build it out. Wherever it curves here is where we curve this. There we go. And I gotta double this, don't I? Now, trying to build something from a screenshot is not as easy as I thought it'd be. Especially something of this wackiness. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That can give me quite the insight on how to continue this. It goes 2, and then goes 1. 2, and 1, 2. There we go. And we just have a simple layer of green on top of it. That does not seem right. Yep, something's not right. It's supposed to be able to cleanly go up. Because of this? Is that not right? Why'd I have to build such complex things? I think that's it. I think this is fine as it is. Let's just go like that. Wait, and then this isn't right. Because then it won't be able to slope up properly. Oh my god, I hate having to deal with problems. Here, okay, supposed to go like that. Okay, there we go. Okay, yep, that's right. There we go. And give me one. Alright, how high does this orange go up? Goes up about 1. I could use that to. Goes up to about this one here, so 3. Ah, crap, let's look at the world. Is it 3? Is it 3? Did I get it right? 1, 2, no, it's 4. 4, and it's in the middle here is where the sun will go on. Let's do this, and right in the middle will be regular glass, followed by a string of white, and then followed by some yellow. Like that. And we'll continue with the orange. This is where the final way of it goes. 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. That's not right, because it's supposed to go up to 4. There we go. That's right. And then we just do a wave of red. There we go. Let's see. It goes double. Let's go ahead. Double it. And then this last little bit is just black. Something like that. And now what we gotta do is grab the exact same colors but in terracotta and place it behind them so that way it pops out more. So we gotta do red, orange, yellow, white, green and brown. That's gray. Brown. Is that all the colors? I think so. Use a whoop. Going over here. There we go. Move to the orange. At least it's a lot easier now that the glass is in place. I forgot black. That's concrete. So that should be that. I don't like this top bit here. I might just completely get rid of that, just flatten that out. I do not like how that looks, like, at all. There we are. What do I do about that? I guess it just stays. I also got to try and get under here. Like a place. I guess it's supposed to be brown here. You. That's black. There we go. And we also got to actually do the brown. That's still black. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, I gotta do something real quick, so I shall be right back. Where's the chat? There's the chat. Maybe. Where is the chat? Oh, there's the chat. Yeah, for some reason, it did not want to show itself, which is fine. Okie dokie. There we go. Alright, be right back, chat. Howdy. This is I, this is back. Okay, time to switch back. Whoop! I return. How's it going? Okie dokie. Time for the other window, so I'm gonna get a screenshot of it real quick, because the window is different on both sides. Yay! Oh, this one's a lot easier. Honestly, I might not need a screenshot, because this actually should be super duper easy. All I gotta do is grab... No, let's do this. Let's grab... How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? There. I guess it's up to here. And let's do add a copy. Rotate a 180, which is going to break the walls again. And then I got to do a Zaza, which is actually not going to copy the window, which is the whole point of me doing this. Gotta go here, here. Well, it's no difference. I think this will be fine. This will be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, it's fine. We'll see. Also, I have no idea what that is, Fontaine. But all I know is that I'm trying to get this to work the way I want. And since I am not brilliant when it comes to World Edit, I am making slow progress. Well, that works. But the walls didn't get messed up. Whatever. Let's just do you all the way up to here-ish. That's where you gotta go inwards, you dummy. Nope, not there. That's gonna ruin it. I gotta mute my mic. Replace orange stained glass with light blue stained glass. And then we'll do the same with red. Yellow. And white. There we go. And then we need to grab yellow, white, what else do I need? I think that's it when it comes to glass. Yellow, white, and I guess it's clear. We also need light blue terracotta to go behind. It's concrete. Light blue terracotta, and then we'll do... Unless this isn't terracotta, what if this is actually concrete behind it? I think it is actually concrete, and it's not terracotta. No, that's terracotta. Okay, and then... I think that's all we need. So, let's see. How is this built? Yoink. Just gotta do... 3. It goes down, and then it goes down. Whoops. And that's literally it. One's like the sunrise, and then this one's actually just like midday or whatever. Alright, now it's gotta do this, and I guess I needed brown and green. Why is there a gap here? Well, that's a problem for later. I'm about to say that's not right. That is a really bright yellow. That's because that's concrete. I was about to say that is. Yeesh. Blinded myself with concrete. There we go. And now I have no easy way out. There we go. Ta-da! I think like I said, I'm probably gonna undo this little middle bit. Probably gonna be the first renovation I do, because I do not like how this looks. I just gotta find a way to cap this off. Yeah, because it's following this pattern, but I think it's just better if I do. So just do this. Move. That brings that downwards. Let's see, how do I want this to be? Technically, I need to move it down again, which means just replace the stairs. That's fine. And what I could do is take this little piece, move it upwards, and then surround it. Something like that. I think that looks better, but then it still looks off. We gotta figure out how to actually connect it in properly. Maybe change up that little insignia right there. Yeah, I think that's definitely better. I think I like that more. It means we gotta get rid of this. And then just cap it off. And we'll do the same on the other side, but since the other side has the sun, all we gotta do is move it, which is not that hard. Also, I just realized it's supposed to be blue glass, but it's fine. We're gonna be moving this anyways. How does this go again? This is moves down twice. Boop, bap. Yeah. That means we just gotta go here and here. And it's gotta go move down twice. Right. I think I understand what happened. That's fine, I can just rebuild it. There we go. Yeah, I think this is definitely gonna make it look quite a bit better. Symmetry is not always perfect when it comes to building. Sometimes you gotta be asymmetrical for things to actually look good. There we go. Yeah, that still looks... Oh yeah, I definitely like that a lot better. We just gotta switch up that little insignia and then we'll be good. Yeah, that's a lot better. Cool, now it's gotta finish up this little section here. I'm guessing that's what went wrong, is that whenever I copied something, it kind of messes up. It's fine. Not like it's a hard repair. There we go. Yeah, just like that. And now we gotta go from here to we gotta go on the inside to here. Gotta do copy, rotate 180, and then paste it. Okay, that did not do what I wanted to do. So we gotta undo it. See, do I have to paste it here? Nope. What exactly are you pasting? Undo. Hold on. From here, from down there to here. Let's try and think. I think I just gotta move to this spot, maybe. There we go. That's still not right. Why aren't you copying properly? Did I miss something up? Oh yeah, it's because I did this as the first position. I'm supposed to go on the outside and the outside. Okay, I'm just stupid. That makes sense. So now, if I copy, rotate, and paste, it will be completely symmetrical and done. Let's go up and over. Let's just punch a hole in the ceiling. And there we go. Nice, 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 nice. So let's go ahead and do you. Let's just remove this. Iron. Lantern. There we go. I guess we could technically do a chain, because chains exist. There we go. Nice. I guess we could technically do that for these two as well. Maybe that can look good. Let's see. Well, if I make these soul lanterns, actually, how would that look? If I kept the middle one red and then these ones blue. Yeah, we'll let it stick and see if it grows on us. I think that's good, though. Hmm. Trying to think. I think to make this more symmetrical, I think it's fine as it is. Maybe. Let's see. Trying to think if I actually. I think it'd be more symmetrical if I grab my handy dandy wand and I do this to here and I move it down one. And then we go ahead and replace the floor. I forgot to grab the frog light, which is fine. We'll grab it from up here. I think that'll make things a little bit more symmetrical. There we go. Yeah, I think that's better. I could maybe even put the wall there too in this. Something like that. Yeah, I think I like that more. Keeps it actually looking more symmetrical. So let's go ahead and do that on this side. I guess what I can do is actually just grab that and then that way the lamps come with it and all I gotta do is replace this part. Yeah, I think I like that better. There we go. Alright, now let's actually get things moving along in this section. Let's do the main pastor podium thing. We also gotta do up this back wall, because this back wall needs a little bit of decor. Which I think the easiest way to do it, because it's pretty much a mirror copy of what's going on out here. And since it's a mirror copy, what we can do is quite literally copy it. So up to here. Copy. Rotate 180. And go here. And just paste away. That's the main bit of it. Now what I need to do is replace this entire back window piece. What I gotta do is grab a yellow glazed terracotta. Let's try to think on how I did this. Well, not think, just look at how I did it. I got simple enough. So this part's gonna be a 4, and this part's gonna be a 4. I hate placing glazed terracotta. Wait a minute, can I? Isn't this a thing? Debug stick. Oh my god. It's so nice. Oh, I don't have to suffer. Is that how that works? Oh wait, I did this a different way. I did it the opposite pattern. Gotta say. Wait. It's supposed to be this direction. It's supposed to be that direction. You're supposed to be that direction. You're supposed to be that direction. You're supposed to be the other way. There we go. That's more like it. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And back. Oh, that was right. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We did it. Let's see from where this is. How far down where the stage is at? So the stage starts 2 blocks below where this is, and it extends out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and deep slate. 7, then deep slate. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, like so. And how far does it extend out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. I try to count from this. 2. Okay, yep. Yep. So 2 walkway, and then it goes up like this. There we go. And that's where it needs to connect. Perfect. It just curves in like that. And then that just goes like that. Let's grab some deep slate walls somewhere. You. We're gonna go here, here, here. We need to grab the bars. Like so. It's gonna curve in like that. No, wait, no, that stays, that stays. And we double check, make sure this is right. Yep. I just gotta copy that to the other side. There we go. Beautiful. And then we need to fill out the floor here. And let's just make our lives easier. Let's just do this. From here to here. Not that dark oak planks. I made a double thick just that way placing upside down stairs is all the more easier. There we go. And then, let's see. Ah, I see. This actually goes like that. Because the stairs go here, so makes things just a little more symmetrical. A little bit better fitted. And we need a potted plant, azalea, bushes, and we also want to grab our lecterns along with some more spruce trapdoors. And then, speaking of spruce, we're going to want spruce. You, and you. Perfect. Right where the center's at, which is just over yonder. There we go. I'll put a plant here. Alright. They do that now. Alright. And what is a church without some sort of occultist type thing that they do? Let's grab some black concrete, which you'll understand in a minute, and then we also need black stone this and some water. And then just right here. I think that's the right size. Okay, I messed something up. It's because it's... wait, no. Yeah, I went too far in this one. There we go. There we go. There we go. Want to get baptized? It's... whoop. Without napkin, it's a lot darker in there. There we go. It's the stage pretty much done. Now we gotta do the seating and the middle pathway. See how spaced out these seats. So it's 4 from the stage and 4 from each other. And there are a total of 6 of them. So we need dark oak trap doors. We need you. Let's see. Where do they start? I love how close my inventory takes 3 years on this other monitor. So it starts right there. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Was it 5? Yes, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And trapdoor's gonna go here, and then goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Trapdoor 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Trapdoor 1, 2, 3, 4. Trapdoor 1, 2, 3, 4. Trapdoor 1, 2, 3, 4. And It should be a total 6. Yep. That is free opening, so it's easier to place. There we go. And just to make our lives so much easier. Okay. Okay. Wait. First position. Second position. Go to the center. I'm just gonna break it so it's easier. That's it. Nah, yeah, it'll be fine. Easiest way. No, wait, it wouldn't. This will work. I'll do base. Okay, yeah, it does work. Base. 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 Shaders reloaded. What if these are too close to the wall? Or am I just crazy? No, okay, they're still right. Okay, then we just gotta do it on the other side, which just to make our lives even easier. So first position, second position, and we'll go somewhere where it's easy to tell where we are, which is right here. So we gotta go outwards. So maybe right about here is where I need to go. Not quite. Not quite. There we go. And then it's like F3 and D. Got it. Perfect. Now what we need to do is clear out our inventory, re-grab our axe, because of course we're going to be using it. We need glowstone, and we need dark oak stairs. And then it starts to... Let's see, hold on. Okay, I just looked at it on my other monitor and I already forgot what it looks like. I love being smart. It goes here, it goes 1, 2, and that's where the first one will be. And then it goes on space out to where it's like right next to, yep, each pier. There you go. Totally not a tripping hazard. There we go. Now we'll go and do that on the other side. There we go. And then we need to do you to you. And set red carpet. Nice. Pretty much the entirety of this main interior done. So would you look at that? We gotta upgrade that insignia. We got 2 chandeliers, which we gotta build from pretty much scratch. Let's see. And then we need to do the towers, the entrances to them, and the way on up. And then we gotta do that upper area, which is gonna be completely freestyle because I never got to completing it before. You know, I couldn't anymore. So that's going to be something we have to do. Let's also go and grab some quills and just go whoop whoop bam. I think maybe, let's see, how would it look if I just added? Oh, cool. Copy the NVT data. That's useful. There we go. I think this will help make this look a little better. Oh yeah, that ties it in quite well. Let's see, then we could add more plants around, but first what we need to do is work on getting these towers interiors completed. Wow, does the entrances to these corner towers work? Don't I just... yeah. Yep. We also gotta redo this little section, so what we're going to do, because this actually gets blocked off, is actually go axe mode and go from here all the way to the tippity top. Let's go down a little bit just in case. And let's just set stone bricks. And then to make our life easier, let's just go down here and just get rid of it. And we're just going to do this all the way up. Something like that. I don't know, how far does it go up before it just completely stops? All the way up. Oh yeah, all the way up. Yep. There we go. And now I could just take this little piece, copy it, and we could take it over here. We'll worry about that in a second. And then we could do rotate 90. How's that going to pace? It paces it this direction. So let's go ahead and do that. That means we'll put it here. Oh, wait. No, it does not go there. Those towers stay solid. It goes here, you stupid. It goes here. Yep. And here. And then I gotta rotate it another 90. That's going to paste it like that. So let's go and undo. That goes here. And that goes here. Let's go and place this back. And then rotate it one more 90. And that should do it that way. Yep. Undo. Man, how would builders get by with that world edit? Or any other like building tool? Not don't have to just be world edit, like building tools in general. How would people get past? I know I wouldn't be able to. Okay, about to say something's not right. Okay, because they're spaced out differently, so this one actually doesn't need this. I'm about to say. Did I change that? I did change that in this world. Okay, so I did. I was like, something ain't right. Okay, so I changed it to where every one has a button. Well, not every one, but every other. Yep. Okay, this is what. Oops. Oops. There we go. That's more like it. Let's go and replace you. There we go. And what better way to make life easier than using World Edit? Let's go here. Copy. Go over to this section. Paste it. Rotate it. Paste it again. Also, this is going to be a door. It goes outwards. And paste it again. Nice. And now we got to finish up these little sections. Let's go you and you. And set stone bricks. Same with this little area. Let's do second position. First position, stone bricks. First position. Second position, stone bricks. Wait, I gotta do on this side too. First position. Second position, stone bricks. Stay with me. First position. Second position, stone bricks. Okay, that one's done. No, it's not. First position. Second position, stone bricks. First position. Second position, stone bricks. There we go. Fill that in more. Cool, cool, cool. Very, very cool. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Now back to working on the towers. We need dark oak doors, which will go on the inner part. And then in the center here, do it by hand. There we go. We'll do spruce wood slabs, and I think just regular spruce wood. Maybe I'll make it stripped. I don't know. I use dark oak actually in the other world, so you know what? Let's use dark oak. All dark oak. Okay, and where did I start the stairs so where it actually lines up properly? Cool. I did it right. Okay, that's not there. Right here. And now time for the fun part. Slab stairs. And this is how I built them, right? All the way up. That is indeed what I did. I don't even think this actually lines up properly if I remember correctly. Hold on, if I go up here. Oh, I didn't change this one. Huh. The more you know. Swoop. That goes out to here. Let's see, this starts off upside down. There we go. That's the second balcony, so where's the entrance to? Oh, no, this is the first balcony. Stupid. Most inefficient way ever to get up. Yeah, about to say. I remember something about this not being right, and then it just curves on like that. Yep, that's what I remember initially doing. Let's pop a hole where the second balcony is. And this starts off upside down here. Yep. And we also need to... What's the keybind to quickly switch between... what is that keybind? How to quickly switch between game modes. F3. Can you just tell me the keybinds instead of press F3 and then tap F4? Okie dokie. I can do that. F3, F4. There we go. So I could go up here, because I knew with how this works that... Yep, okay. If I go into the other world, I know for a fact that there's an entrance to above here. I just gotta remember how it works. Okay, yep, it is literally just from here. This will be how to get up to this little balcony section. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So let's just continue building, I guess. I have no idea how I'm going to copy this with World Edit, but we'll figure it out. So how did I deal with that issue? Let's go down the staircase and figure out how the hell I manage this. Alright. I didn't go downwards, I went upwards. The wackiest staircase ever. Means I could actually... Yeah, that's gotta stay like that. I could replace that. There we go. I think building this in creative is annoying. Imagine me building this in survival, because that's what I initially did with this entire build. Yeesh. There we go. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Let's just get this initially done. That was trippy. Just for continuity's sake, let's just I don't know why I'm like that. Okay, now let's do the fun part of trying to copy this. I mean, copying's easy, the part, but trying to figure out where the hell to paste it, now that's a whole nother beast. Yep, these stairs are as slow as I remember. Crap, where did we do the first coordinates? Second position, okay, yeah, it was different. There we go, because 94, 61, yep, okay. So let's do copy. And now let's play a game of trying to figure out how the hell to paste it. So if I do paste here, it's not the right spot, so I gotta do undo it, rotate 90, and then paste it again. That pastes it there, which would be not in the right place of any of the towers. Let's undo, rotate 90. I just realized I might not be able to actually paste this properly. Huh. For these to work, they need to be in the same spot and on each tower. Right? Yeah. Huh. Oh wait, I'm just an idiot. Wait a minute. Yep, okay. Oh, never mind. I was about to say, oh, this is just the right position. No, it's not. Okay. I might have to build these all by hand. If I go up to where the balconies are, it's not going to line up properly, is it? Oh, let's do it this way. Why is that? Okay, I'm not going to question it. Well, apparently it's actually just perfect. Except for here. But then with this one, we could literally just... Okay, great. Apparently my initial design was actually just inefficient. Alright, whatever. So that it placed it like that. Alright, let's just see where it does on this side. If I paste it here, where will it put it? So we have an idea. Yeah, that's what I thought. Undo. Rotate 180. There we go. It's whatever. It's not gonna be symmetrical, it's not gonna be exact, but you know what? At least it'll be done. That is all I care about. One of them's two of them are inefficient, two of them are just perfect. So it is what it is. So now that we got the stairs in place, we just gotta actually connect them properly. This one needs to go downwards. And then this one needs to go upwards. Alright. And then this one needs to go downwards. And then this one is literally just perfect. There we go. So that's fine there. And that needs to be changed. That needs to be changed. And that one's fine. Cool. Okie dokie. So now that all that is done, let's work on the staircase's little middle tower, which I guess we should start up by getting the damn walls in place. Scoop and boop and set join bricks. And then do the same on this out here. And right in the middle. Brain malfunction. Give me a second. Okay, it goes to and then inwards. So just there we go. There we go, and then it just starts here, and then it just goes up. So I think that to be easier for you to get this pillar up in place. Whoop. And whoop. And time to go upwards. Also, don't die. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Got to do. Is this really hollow? Yes. Yes, it is. Probably be a better idea if I just move this forward one. Yeah, and I think it's actually needed for whenever we go to the tippity top. I just realized a problem with the staircases that I pasted that are quote unquote perfect. Guess we'll deal with that once we get to it. How do I do anything special for this? Okay, second game, would you work the way I want you to work? Okay, yeah, that is exactly what I do. I do that. It makes it a little wacky climbing up here, but eh. What are you gonna do about it? There we go. I guess I gotta get the blue back in place. That'll work. Bam, 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 bam. Blue terracotta. Beautiful. And we gotta do the same thing. I guess that needs to go up one more. And this one actually goes straight up to the tippity top. Also, I just realized something. There we go. That's how it is on the original tower, right? Just gotta make sure things are actually the way they should be. Oh, I never got to this part on this version of the world. Yeah, the more you know. Alright, whatever. We'll worry about that later. Now when it comes to these towers... Yeah, that's what I thought. Wait. Okay, no, this one's the one that is right. So then what about this one? That one's right too. Oh, okay, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. I thought it would completely mess up this part, but I guess it's fine. I could turn that down a little bit. We'll worry about that later. Cool. Also, I don't think these towers actually were initially supposed to go this high, actually. I think they're supposed to stop at the balcony, yeah. I don't think this actually needs to go this high. I think it's actually supposed to just stop at the second balcony. I think it's supposed to just be a transition staircase. You could have it where it goes into here, but yeah, I don't think it's supposed to go this high, so... It's supposed to be more just like a little balcony area, so... I don't think I can copy and paste that staircase. Maybe I can find out. I could try. Doesn't hurt to try. Alright, let's just go down the easy way. Whoop. Well, this wasn't easy. TP at S. Boop. Bap. -5. Well, 4, I guess. There we go. Don't need world edit to know what you're doing. Also, I guess I can replace you now. Huh. That's not at all what I meant to do. Let's do copy, rotate 180. Since it's only a 1x1, this should actually paste properly. Hopefully, maybe. You know, that makes sense, you know. That makes sense. No, it doesn't. What? Wait. From you? To you. I think I set 2-second positions. Whoops. Okay. Now this should work the way I hope it does. There we go. Beautiful. Well done. Now it's gotta put in the walls and all the other doodads and we'd be good to go. Set blue terracotta. Perfect. And then we need to do this area. We also got to do down here. Set these to stone bricks. Stone bricks. Same with the side. And that one, and that one. Perfect. Whee! We also gotta get the doors in place. One there. Where's the first balcony door? Apparently I never made one. There we go. Why does that not seem right? Uh-oh. Something's not right. These just connect perfectly, right? Yeah. Great. You're telling me that something's wrong. What is this? The second staircase built differently than the first? Hold on. If I go to the original world, it's there. And goes, oh, I think I see the problem. I don't see the problem. Why is it a problem? I don't understand. Why is it a problem? It shouldn't be. I am genuinely kind of confused. How does that make sense? They're literally the exact same, so how is it? Oh, I knew the problem. Oh, wait. Alright, I know the problem. I'm just an idiot. I'm a big old doofus. Alright. Let's just do it this way. Ugh, I pasted the initial staircase in the wrong area. Bye-bye. That means I gotta recopy. Boy. Scoop. Scoop. Whoops. Whoops. Oi. There we go. Whee! I'm like an angel. Okay. I keep forgetting that I'm using a command to do that. Not a command, but shortcut. And now, I gotta copy, rotate, and hopefully paste it in the right area this time and not be a complete doofus. Won't. There we go. That's where it's supposed to be. So now, if I grab this, now is where it's supposed to be. Who knew? Things work better if you actually know what the hell you're doing. And now let's get these blue walls up in place. There's one blue. Oh wait, it's supposed to go out to here. Won't. Alright. Right. Okay, I think I go. Yeah, something like that. Now I gotta go down here and do the same thing. Let's do first position, second position. Close enough. There we go. That's the towers done, boys. That only took too long. That's what you get for having to do janky staircases. Alrighty. We gotta add some more plants to the area. Let's see, we gotta work on that upper area. But I think this bottom area is pretty much just about done. What I need to do is door. I'll put it on the other side. Even if it doesn't go anywhere yet. Even though it's fine. I don't know. Look at this area. There's a big old empty grass-filled chapel, and now it's very pretty. Let's just try and figure out this little section here, though. You go there. Inventory. Gotta go. There we go. So trying to figure out this little insignia looking thing. Trying to figure out what I want to do with it. I even advance that. Trying to think. What do I want to do with this? I could maybe do like a banner type thing. Maybe. I got the stained glass here. It's supposed to be the centerpiece, so it doesn't have to be anything special. So what if I don't do anything special, actually? What if I just do this? Oh, I did that in the wrong spot. Boop. Boop. Wow. Boom. There we go. Means these are supposed to be reversed. Bing. It's fine, it'll be fine, it's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We're just trying to figure this out. We're just experimenting. Okay. Okay. Come on. So if I just did something like this. Can you please place the right way? I think it's probably... So maybe if I break this, make this one a wall. That way it lines up, and then I could just continue off of this and actually have pure stone brick probably look better. Yeah, I think that's just definitely connects it a lot more. I think that's definitely the right way to go. Now the question is, what do I do for that? I like how the way it's doubled up like right there. I don't like that. I don't see much ways I could really change that part. As long as we ignore it, it should be fine. Damn. I think this is fine. I'm actually got pretty fine with this, actually. I'm trying to think of like ways I can tamper it some more, but I think that's just exactly what it needed. I don't think it needs any more than that. Yeah, that is like literally is like perfect. I think that's pretty good. Pretty good. I look how cool this looks like from the outside. Like, actually, why am I doing that? I got free cam. Like, look how cool this looks. Now it actually looks like really cool now that we actually have the interior in place. Oh yeah. We are shaping up to be pretty grand, my boys. And now it's spacey sassy. It's like right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 2, 3, 4. Can't go wrong with greenery. There and there. Alright. 4, yep. There we go. Helps style the area in a little bit better. Kills up some of that empty space. So maybe I could add some carpets between the towers. I don't think there's something I could do to kind of fill in this empty space. The empty space isn't too bad when it comes to a church. I can look at some inspiration later. For now, let's just continue working. We also gotta get some chandeliers in here. The only problem is I don't remember how the chandeliers look, because I don't have the original world, so we're gonna have to wing it. Isn't too big of a deal. Practice that chandelier building skills. Anything else need a lantern? Yeah, these need them. Let's take off night vision real quick. Let's see on how cool this place looks without it. It's all lanterns. Yep. Let's do effect. S. Wait. Oh, it's different. Oh yeah. Look how cool this is. Oh wait. I remember. Where the sun is, we needed Wait, that's not ochre. We need pearlescent frog lights. There we go. And then we'll do that on the other side as well. Give it a little bit of extra glow. I feel like there might be some more we can do to give this like an extra glow to it. But right now it's like really dark. I think what I can do if I go on inside, like so, what I can do is grab some this glowstone, or any light works, but and then we just need slabs. We grab some stone brick slabs. We could definitely hide a bit of lighting. If I put like, okay, can I move? If I put a stair here and here, that'll make it transparent to where when I put glowstone down, the light will shine through. Okay, yeah, those don't need to be. So if I do that on both sides and do it a little further down as well, I feel like that'll give things a nice little extra secret bit of glow. Let's see. Ah, god damn it. So let's see, I could probably... How do I want to do this? I sneak one. No, I can't sneak one there. Wait. This is a block I can't destroy, right? Hold on. Yeah, no, I can't destroy this block. I can, however... I think I could hide one there. I think I could put a glowstone there, yep. And then I could... hide it, potentially... Oh wait, I have an easier way to do this instead of this being complicated. Okay, please. Please. Okay, you can go. Thank you. And same with this side. You can hide the glowstone there. And we could do that on the other side. And this should give things a nice little extra bit of glow to make things pop a little bit more. Well, that's not right. We'll fix that. There we go. So now if I go back over here, this should be a lot more lit up. Well, it was worth the effort. Actually, it's actually more lit up. It's actually like a lot better than what it was. We also got to... Okay, yeah, these just got broken for some reason. Wasn't that on the other side? It was like just that one. Because I accidentally double clicked. So I gotta do it on this little upper bit too. Let's do that. Pop our way on up in here. We could do staircase, glowstone, crap, it sticks to glowstone. That's fine. We'll just do that then. I guess we can just hide it here as well. Here as well. And it was this one. Here. Wait, no, it's down one further. It's this one that I did. Keep lighting symmetrical so it looks right. And then we could also hide one here. There we go. And we could do that on both sides. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Okay, I can. Maybe if I did this. There we go. That's better. There we go. So, and then here, and then right here. So now, if I go back through here, this should be a little bit more lit up. You know, I just realized the error and why this isn't working. It's because it can't shine through terracotta. I'm actually just an idiot. But it is going to shine through these, though, through the slabs and stairs here. So you know what? It's not entirely a loss. I wonder though. What if I grab glow lichen? What if I put glow lichen up here? Would that be noticeable? It makes no damn light. Yeah, it's very subtle. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, I don't really like that. Like, you could barely notice it, but like, yeah. Yeah, that glowstone I added, I thought it would shine through the glass. I was like, oh, I'm being smart about it, but it's actually only shining through the archway, so... It's not entirely a loss, but yeah. And these balconies are fine, because it has outdoor lighting. But if I turn it to night... How's the lighting look then? Still looks fine, but it is mighty dark over here. So, what I can do... I need to find a way to add lights here to where they both make sense in that, and in a way to where I can use my mind and actually to where it makes sense and to where I could add other lighting to make it look like it shines brighter. Oh, I'm missing lanterns here. Scoop and scoop. There you go. What I could do is just add lanterns to here. There we go. And then what I can do then is hide some glowstone behind here. What I could do is grab some glowstone and grab some stairs. It won't work there, but I don't plan on completely making it pure glowstone. Can I drop, please? Thank you. So let's do like one. Let's do like every like 3 blocks. Nope, can't do it there. That'd be perfectly spaced out. So there we go. That works. And that way, I don't know why I broke the entire wall segment for this. I never claimed to be smart with what I do. There we go. That way it gives more of a shine to the wall. That way things look a little bit more lit up. Secretly behind the scenes. That's also why it's super good to have double thick walls. Well, in this case they're triple thick. Thick enough to where you could add hidden lighting. There we go. Yeah, look how subtle that is compared to that side to that side. Yeah, it's definitely a smart way to do it. I guess we could also hide some glowstone underneath these lecterns here. Yeah, the glowing podium. Let's do that to this side. There we go. And then it goes here. Then it goes here. And then it goes... Where? Right here? One above. Yeah, this lines up with this little section. Okay, okay. That one. There we go. There we go. Adds a little bit of hidden lighting to make things a little special. There we go. Oh yeah. That definitely adds quite a lot. Okay, this is also missing lanterns. I was about to say, this area is dark. How many lanterns did I miss? There we go. No more missing lanterns? There we go. I think this is coming on quite nicely. And these aren't dark because of the outdoor tower lights. So those are fine as they are. Now this little upper bit's dark because we're gonna add some chandeliers here. Let's go ahead and try and figure those out, shall we? So guess we'll integrate some gold. We're gonna want smooth quartz and some end rods. Walls and bar and chain. Also smooth quartz slabs and stairs so we could try and get a good shape. So I have no idea what I'm doing for the chandelier. I'm just gonna completely wing it. Let's just go to the center, which is right about here. Nope, right there. Okay, okay. Let's actually do this. Effect. Let's re-add our. Oh wait. Effect. Give at S. Night vision. Infinite. One true. There we go. Back to being able to see. Bap. Ooh. Yeah. We don't know how low we want it, so something like that maybe. And we'll go on from here. So let me look up what a chandelier looks like. I don't remember what a chandelier looks like on my head. Right, that's kind of the look I was wanting to go for. Kind of like a circular one with a bunch of lights on top of it. Right. Let's see, how do I want to do this then? I could go... I have a central pillar and then it branches out. Or I could do... Alright, let's just do some experimenting. What? Do we have any, like, light-colored walls? And it's diorite, but that does not work with what I want to do. Alright, let's just experiment. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't want to block that too much. 1, 2, 3. And 2. Because I don't want to layer to where, like... We'll figure this out, like... This is just a rough draft, try and get a shape, and then we'll try and actually figure out what we want to do with it afterwards. Do some rough drafting, shall we? Which I wish I had my initial plans on what I wanted the chandelier to look like, but oh well. Can't win everything. Something maybe like that could work. Not a bad shape for a start. Kind of with the lights hanging down. I feel like hanging down would look a little cooler than them hanging up. Maybe I add another layer? Or maybe I space this out more. Let's do you and you, and let's move you down one. There we go. So if whenever I add hanging lights, look a little better. If I do just something like this, how would that look? Maybe I don't have a light color. Maybe I just make it... No, deep slate is what this entire build's made out of, so we don't want it like that. I don't want it to all be deep slate, because then it's going to look way too off. I don't think end stone walls would look good, but we could give it a shot. You know what I could do? I could search up Minecraft chandeliers and then try and draw inspiration from them. Yeah, that already does look loads better than what I made. Right, using glass. Yes, that's definitely smarter to use glass. Right. We could make it out of glass, which definitely would make it look way better. That looks really cool. That's made out entirely out of sea lanterns. Sea lanterns go well with that. We could use that. So we could use white glass and sea lanterns. Iron trap doors as well. We could use diorite walls. It's about color, not texture, so that's what we could do. Let's switch things up a little bit. So let's grab some glass. And let's also grab... We also want to integrate a little bit of gold into it. Let's see here. We also need those diorite walls. Alright, how do I want this to look and how am I going to do it? Let me go back to the inspirations and try and get a little bit of an idea. Sea lantern suit would be a great way to do it. Alright, so let's do sea lanterns as well. Let's switch all this up to glass, which should not be hard to do, especially since we literally have world edit. Replace white, wait no, smooth quartz with white stained glass. There we go. And we'll work off from this. Yeah, definitely already looks like a bit better. And with glass, what we could do is actually get more intricate with the design of it, because we have glass panes to help curve things inwards. If we can figure out how to make it look good, that is. Let's just try and get kind of an idea of what we want. So I think maybe what I do is I have this big ring here, and then I do another small ring. Maybe that would look better. Oh, yeah, I think that immediately looks better, and then we could have it come down like this. Very grand. Okay, yes, this is coming along. This is coming along. We're figuring it out, chat. Let's add some gold aspects here. Okay, fair enough. Go. Okay, we got something going on. We could connect these corners with glass panes so it's more curved. Could also do inner layer like this. Probably would help. Something like that. Move these up. What? Oh. Okay, okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. We're working on it. This thing is a mess of glass. Okay. It doesn't look the worst. Definitely doesn't look the best either. Let's try and hollow it out a bit so that way it looks a little better. If we hollow it out, it'll probably look better whenever you're looking through it. There we go. What we could do is add a little bit of something like this, maybe. See how this looks? There you go. Looks like it's more supported. Looks like it actually has a core to it. Okay. Get in there. And we could hang some end rods off the gold. There we go. It's not bad. I like that. Also, some end rods off the corners here. I like that. Keeping that glass pane and then adding them on the corners like this will be good. Apparently I just missed all the corners. There we go. I don't really like it, but I don't really hate it either. I think it's fine. We'll come back to it later and try and see what all we can do to potentially improve it. We should also have to make sure it's connected to this properly. You know what? I think we'll be fine. Hold on, if I move out here. I think that's fine. I think I'm fine with this. The only problem that's gonna be is that we gotta actually figure out how we're gonna copy and paste this. So from here to here. Let's just go right above where it is, and let's just do / copy, because then all I have to do is find the center of this area, and then we'll be able to paste it just fine. So from right here, I think that's it. / paste. What? Okay. So, what did I do wrong? Probably just did two. This exact. Yeah, I didn't do two positions. That's what I did wrong. I'm just an idiot. Nothing new. There we go. That's more like it. Now when I copy this, it should be perfect. Copy. Go to the center of this area. And then we should be able to paste it. And we got the chandelier on the other side. Boop. Nice, 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 nice. I quite like it. I think this main little area is done, I think. Okay, what is that? How long has that been like that? Probably since the beginning of the stream. Oh, would you look at that? Watch over my people. My subjects. Very nice. Also, we gotta open sesame. Why does that look weird? I guess it's fine like that. Probably be fine, better if I did that. That's a work in progress. Ooh, right. If I did that, then that's gonna connect. That's the problem with doors like these. We'll deal with it. What we could just do, since this is the inner one, something like that. I do not like how that looks. I don't like how that looks either. Why this door has gotta be so weird? How do I make this door less weird? Maybe if I added trapdoors here. I think that's better shaped. Then I gotta figure out what to do with this. We'll figure that out. Now I have to be able to properly. No, sometimes I impress myself. Is that how it looks on the outside? No, 'cause we have just that. Trying to figure out how to make this look good is not as easy as it looks. Also, can't go wrong with adding plants. Anywho, let's see. What we could do is start introducing patterns into the walls like we did with the outside, like, you know, with this. Kind of do something like that. Or, you know, like that. We could try introducing something like that onto the inner part here. To actually make a little bit of design work. Or what I could do, literally just keep things simple. If I did something like that, it doesn't look bad, but what if I did it the other way? That way the blue shines through. It's not bad. Could be an option. Especially if I go above on. How's it like? Okay, yeah, it's just simple patterns on. Where does it start? If I can recreate this on this side. But just okay, we could also just do this. There we go. Now we know where it's at. We recreate this pattern out here. How would that look? Well, that's not how that's supposed to look. That way it connects up properly. Yeah, you know what? I think we got something going on. I think we could work with this. Make this look actually interesting. Instead of having a big old flat wall here. Where does this end? This begins on this line. Well, that needs to go a little bit further. Whoops. There we go. think this is working quite well. Trying to think what else I can do though. I can't do. Oh, that works. I can do something here maybe. What if I? Literally just adding patterns just to add patterns, but it's working, so. That's all that matters. Whoops. There's literally no reason to these patterns. I'm literally just adding patterns to add them. I can't add one here. I don't think, at least. No. I do wonder. Yeah, no. 2 on the nose. I think that's fine as it is, actually. I don't think I need to add much more than that. Unless what we do is... something like that. No, I think it's fine just being flat. I think it's fine because it draws attention towards the window. Yeah, I think that's fine. Because it draws attention towards the window and it has plenty enough detail. And I don't think there's much I have to do with these walls. I think they're fine as it is because the main... Because we want these walls to be boring, so that way the main center focus is towards the front and the back. So that's what we're going to do, and I think that's how it's going to be. I quite like these chandeliers. I think I did a good job. The more I look at them, the more I like them. Anywho, alright. Well, that's this main bit done, I'd say. I don't think there's much else I can or should add besides doing this. There we go. Alright, so I think that's pretty much all of this. How it should be. I don't think there's much more to do. Balconies, they don't need anything because they're literally just balconies. No like got doors for here because these are just little transition bits between the towers and the other balconies, so you can walk between them. Yeah, I think that's pretty much just done. So now what we gotta do is go right on above and situate this area. So let me go to the other world and let me try and figure out this whole situation. Oh, big stretch. Alrighty. Okay, I really didn't do much with the towers in this version of the world, so you know what that means. We're doing it ourselves. So let's connect these pathways up. Set stone bricks. There we go. And we gotta get rid of these so we can have staircases going up to them. There we go. And we'll just wall them off like this. To make sure the walls don't get connected, I should actually consider that. So let's... actually, let's do this real quick. Womp. Womp womp. You. Alright. And let's grab our trusty handy dandy axe. And then let's go down here. And let's do... it's these ones that we gotta worry about. Make them upside down so that way they do not connect for whenever I do everything else, you know? Whenever I build up the walls. There we go. That's gotta go down here. Continue doing that. That way it doesn't look weird. Okay, what am I stuck on? There we go. So now when I come back up here, go ahead and put these properly, and they won't connect, which means they won't be funky down below. There we go. And now I just gotta consider the ways up, so let's grab deep slate stairs, and from here, correct. Because those are going to connect no matter what, which is fine because we're going to do it on both sides, so at least it'll be even. It'll just be something we'll have to worry about. Gotta worry about trying to get all this to actually look good. For this way this can be a little taller. Switch these out. There we go. That way we have some little little bit of height. I'm not really sure what to do for this upstairs area. Could I have like a bedroom or like a library? I think I'm gonna do like the bedroom for like bedrooms. I can make a couple rooms, like it's kind of like a hallway, and do like a bunch of like small rooms to where the priest and whatnot and attendants can sleep. It could be good, and this could be like a grand library. That could be the way to do it. Let's change that to that, so that way it's higher up. There we go. And we also got to get this down, so the corner of the tower is literally here. So how do we want this to look? How do we set this up in a way that makes sense? Corner tower goes all the way down here. So once I push these walls back another one, probably what I'll do. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Let's go here to here. Now let's move that back one. That's going to break a few things, isn't it? That's fine. So we'll make this look weird, so I guess we're going to do this. But then it's gonna look weird. Yikes, I hate dealing with stuff. You know what? That is a problem for later. And we're gonna need slabs. That way these don't connect. That's the original problem anyways. And let's connect these up like so. Or I could keep them deep slate. Wouldn't be too big of an issue. Actually, how weird would it look? Scoop. Okay, that is... Oh, never mind. I'm just an idiot. That's... Because this isn't supposed to be like this at all. Right. How do we deal with this issue? Not too big of a problem if these are walls. It looks fine. The main issue comes from the stairs trying to go up. So this is for certain going to have to be... Maybe we just have it one That doesn't feel good though. If I just have it like this, and this is gonna have to go up like all the way up, which then it'll still be noticeable because it's there. Huh. What a conundrum. Okay. Let's try and look at it from another angle. So this is what we got. This is what we're going to have to try and deal with. And where this one's going to be pushed back too. So let's go and do that and then repair it properly. Boom. Okie dokie. There and there. And we get walls. That way, just we have a good gauge on how much room we actually have to play with. That's all that repaired properly, right? Yep. Now I could do ones across and then do the slabs. Okay, so this is how much room we have to play with. So what we can do then actually is where the center is. We can just go ahead and go upwards like that. And those won't connect. And then this can just go up to here, and then we could just wall it off. Like that. And we got that like on both sides, that way it goes into like a proper hallway. But then if I do like rooms, the rooms are gonna be small. No, I could actually, I have an idea for that. We'll worry about that later. Probably just these ones. That scared the crap out of me. Might have something a little battery warning. Got goddamn jump scared. Jesus Christ, that about gave me a heart attack. Goddamn. That's like a damn jump scare. Copy. Paste, because I'm lazy. You know, that makes sense. There we go. That fixes this issue of this looking weird. Now, what we could do is actually just extend these walls all the way up so that way it looks proper. That's gonna look like that, but what I could do instead, have these chiseled instead of walls. Which then that's gonna be like that, but then what I could do is just make it to where above every single wall we have it chiseled. Stone bricks, that way it doesn't look off from above, well from below. That's what we could do, just cap it off like that. Figure out what to do with this wall later. Let's get everything actually looking proper. We can also cap you off. And we can cap you off. That's not right. No, it's right. Wait, why is it right? Okay, it is right. My mind just died for a second. Don't worry about it. There we go. We also need a central staircase to get up to the bell tower, though. Didn't think about that. Okay, then let's actually remove these real quick, then. We gotta think about that. Tricky, 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 tricky. Okay, that needs to be like that. And that needs to be shown as well. And that needs to stay too. Trying to think what to do. Brilliant idea by yours truly. Take down this little segment here. We have a floor that connects across here. It's 3 by 3. And this could go across like this. Now we have a, see if we grab dark oak, we could have a central beam here that goes up here. We'll worry about this in a minute. Have a central beam that goes up here. Okay. But the problem is, okay, we're probably gonna have to extend this though if we want to actually have a staircase here, which is fine. Just go here, and okay, that counts. The original. Just move that forward, and move this forward. Now if I do this, grab some dark oak slabs, we can put it here, and we can start doing a spiral upwards, or you could have it straight up just be a ladder. That could also work and save a bit. What would look better, a ladder or I think maybe just having a ladder actually make things better. Then we can move these staircases back forward, or you can keep it like this. I don't mind that actually. Actually, that makes it even. So yeah, I like it like that. That's fine. That is fine and dandy. Also makes it where it lines up with this, so you know what? Perfect. And let's see, if we're going to see, where do we want bedrooms? I feel like the bedroom should be in the back area, like above the pasture area, and so the library could be here. I think, which side do I want the library? It doesn't really matter, but me, I'm just stingy about that stuff. Library here, like I'll have library in the front. And since the bedroom is gonna be here, I'll put the ladder here then. Is what we'll do. There we go, and we'll just have to do a trapezoid door. And then we just gotta figure out this whole little section. So first of all, let's see, this is the tower, so let's go ahead and continue that downwards. We're gonna need that. There we go. Just like that. And we can connect that up. There we go. That works. Now we need to connect that down. Something like this should work just fine. Right, there's a problem with that. Worry about that in a minute. Just get this built up first, so we can have a vision on what we want to do. Yeah. Oh, that's looking a lot more grand now. I think it'd look even better if I added a bit different archway between the rooms. Something like that. You know, and I could probably have a similar archway between all of this, so it's nice and even and looks relatively grand. That's probably, I was like, why does this look so different? What we could do, remove this and replace it with slabs. That way it still has the proper effect. There we go. Something like that. We'll fix that up in a minute. Make that look nice and pretty. Or we could just do that. That also would work. I think that's fine. Oh yeah, this is looking a lot better. Do something like this. We could do a secondary archway thing to just close in the tower and make it like more fortified. And like whenever you're climbing up the ladder, you don't just fall to your death. I think that could be quite nice. That means we could do extra decorating too on the other side of the wall. If we go ahead and do that on all sides, be fine. We could use world edit. Yeah, screw it. Boop. And boop. Set stone bricks. There we go. And then we'll do that, this, and that. That, this, and that. Do the same thing. Go down here to here. Do the same thing. There we go. I'll say some don't look right. There we go. Really intricate, but it works. Wait, this goes just straight up. I think that works quite well. I do wonder if I just add some while it's like fully closed off. How would that look? I think that works. Well, what we could do... Well, that's gonna have to stay like that, but what if I did this? Yeah, I think that works. Something like that. It's a little weird, but it gets the job done. Maybe I just keep it solid. Maybe that also would be better. See if I did that. No, that don't look good. I'll have to keep it slabbed. Something like that. Yeah, it's a lot better, I think. Not as... Oh yeah, that's so much better. There we go. Of course, it's all plain. We could change things up in a minute. Let's just do here to here. Here. To here. We could also just straight up do that too. Yeah, this turns into a full block, I was about to say. And the rest don't really matter since you can't see them anyways. Alright, so now we gotta try and figure out how to make it look better too. Oh yeah, I was about to say that looks good. That looks good. Oh yeah, this looks so good. I am loving this. I can also do this. Yeah, that works. Or if I kept this, nah, I like it better like that. There we go. Just help close this area in, and that way we have a little bit more leeway room on what we want to do. Alright, so let's try and think on how we could add a little bit of variation on it in here. Right now it's way too flat. Immediately makes things look a bit better. Okay, that's a full block too, so we could change this to chiseled. And this is also full. It's not a full block, but we... Oh, that look too weird? I think that looks weird. Too weird. Gotta think what all blocks to switch out so that way we can... We gotta paint things to these walls here. Think that'd look good. Gotta figure out what we want to do. Okay, do I have my charger next to me? Good. Okay, give me a second. Let me plug my headphones in. Alright, there we go. That's a little bit janky. There we go. My cord was stuck on my blanket. It's kind of cold. It been raining. It's been storming. Nobody likes a storm. Well, actually, that's not true. Some people love storms. Storms aren't all that bad. Thank you, Zena. No, it's supposed to be like that. That's, yeah. Yep. Yep. Just thinking. We could add a little bit of color by adding some potted plants. Well, add a little bit of color and variation stuff. And speaking of color, what we could do is add trap doors here. Because everything is a little bit too gray here, so we need to get things a little bit different. Yeah, those do not actually. Yeah, I don't like it. Those there are fine though. Okay. Trying to think. What we could do as well. It's going to add quite a bit of light, but it's fine. Do lantern. Even though this area already has enough light, it's just going to add just more color to it. It's the main thing we need. It's too flat and it's too gray, so we just need ways to add color. So let's grab paintings. See, what do we want? Doesn't have to all be the same. Okay, I have an idea. I think what we want... Let's just do random paintings. Random variant. So for this side, I think it would look better if we did the two tall paintings here. Nope. Like that. And we could do 1x1 paintings here. Oops. That worked. There we go. Is there a 3x3 painting? I think there is. There is. Is there multiple? Is. Whoops. What's a church without its paintings? Okay. Think we got something going on. Do we need to add paintings down here? This area is fine without paintings. Oh yeah, it's more than fine without paintings. It is plenty fine. Let's see, we could also add some trapdoors to the entryway here. Add a little bit more. Would it look weird if I doubled it up? It would, but what I could do actually, since this is gonna be like a little bit of a living space, don't want to get all cold and wet and whatnot, storms, what we could do is do this. There we go, that helps ties it in a little bit more. Oh yeah. Do that on the other side here. Whoops. Alright, alright. Think this is coming along quite nice. What I could also do to add some variation is add some cracked stone bricks. I could add some texture to this place. Some much needed texture. I think that works quite well. I wonder. No. I should keep it to the interior, not do it to the exterior. It's gonna do like world ed to help like mass do that, but it would cause too much of an issue if I did that. I'll say that can't be like that. It needs to be like that. There we go. Oops. There we go. Adds a little bit more variety. If I did that to the outside towers, would that look bad? Well, there's one way to find out. Let's just... And I think I know how to do this if I remember correctly. Just gotta go, oh, this is the way to do the top here. Set, block. Whoops. Set, block. Bam, 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 bam. Dirt. So I did first position, so will be the second position. Let's do replace stone bricks. And we'll replace it with cracked. I'd say, how do I do this? Isn't it like cracked stone bricks 10% and then like 90? Wait, stone bricks 90%. Nope, that is not how that works. Hold on. I don't know if I don't know if I'm doing it right and it just doesn't work with the replace. It's fine. How to on Minecraft world edit. How to do block variety. That's for place, but oh wait, Okay, so the percentages are supposed to be in front. Also, I just completely boofed by doing that. Okay, yeah. So let's do 90%. And 10%. Nice. Okay, let's see on how much that has affected. They replaced 4,000 blocks. Okay. Jedi Tower's gonna get hit too much, so I could probably blast it a second time. I also have to go around and repair some myself. Yeah, because it affected the floor as well. Let's do it again. 3,000 blocks. And then we could go around and replace some ourselves, like this. Like the ones that are a little too stacked upon each other, we could replace. Oh, it's not like horrible. I feel like we gotta crack down here. Yeah, like this, like it's too much. I do not want the little center bits to be affected. That one, yeah, I don't like the center bits being affected. Just doing some repair jobs. Oops. Now I can say. Yeah, that's definitely some texture to it. Not sure if I exactly like it, but if we don't, we could just undo it later by using the same just command and just changing all cracked stone brick back to repaired brick. Let's go to the towers and see if any of these got afflicted. It would look too weird if the middle bits were cracked, because they're kind of a center focus point. We could also maybe add mossy hunk, because what other stone brick variants? Is it just mossy? Yeah, and I think mossy is gonna be a little too much. Well, you could have a shot. Oops. No one could say. I would just work on the shanner bits. Yeah, we could add a little bit of mossy just to see if we like it or not. I think we're good. Yeah, let's try adding a little bit of mossy, just for a little variety. Let's do mossy stone bricks. And we add a bit of mossy. I think it's fine having a little bit of mossy on the center columns. I think that's fine. I think that's like a perfect amount of moss that it afflicted. I think it's fine. I kind of like the moss, actually. Doesn't make it look as perfect. Maybe we could do that with the deep slate. It'd probably look way too weird if I did that. We give it a shot, though, just for the fun of it. Ah, screw it. You only live once. Alright, let's do replace deep slate bricks. Deep slate bricks, okay. With 10% cracked deep slate bricks and 90% regular deep slate bricks. Let's see, how's that look? They're not terrible. Definitely looks like it's gone out of pattern. We could double it up. I know that's actually undo twice. Let's completely get rid of them and then redo it now. Maybe they're not so weirdly placed in some spots. $8,000 blocks were placed. Jesus. I think that definitely made things look a lot better. But we could replace the ones that got afflicted in the interior, so the interior doesn't look, you know, funky. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do here to all the way up here. Now let's replace cracked deep slate bricks with regular deep slate bricks. 153 blocks fixed there. And we'll do the same down here. Another 156. I think, honestly, the towers definitely need to be repaired up too, on the inner parts at least. So let's do from like here all the way up to the top of here. Why is that like that? Oh yeah, that's because that's where the balcony is. Heh, dummy. Let's keep going up. So yeah, like right here. Let's replace cracked stone bricks with regular stone bricks. And then mossy stone bricks with regular stone bricks. There we go. Now that way, when we get back on down, we got our fair of the roof. Now it's like all fixed up so the inside looks perfect. That's what I want. Also, if I undo the moss fine? No, you do not want moss inside. Let's redo. So that's not what I meant to do. Neither was that. Move chat. Oi. Reload all chunks. Alright, whatever. Yeah, I think that was definitely a good call to make. I think that definitely helps make things look a little better. Is there mossy deep slate? No, there isn't. Yeah, I think that definitely helped quite a bit. And we could undo the ones that we don't like the ones with the floor here. And the moss on the inside. We now want a mossy interior. The little walls are fine, actually. I quite like that. I am quite happy with that result. Yeah. I am actually really happy that I did that. Actually really helped tie things together. Lovely. Of course, we got some moss up here because I don't think our command quite reached this far, so we could add a few ourselves. There we go. Beautiful. I'm quite happy with that. Alrighty. And fixed up that. I got some more cracked here. I don't think these... No, these got replaced. Oh yeah, those were replaced on all. So that's, I'm fine with that. For some reason these stairs are backwards. These are fine. That's cracked quite enough. This is cracked quite enough. I'll add a little extra here. And a little bit here. Also, you're replaced. And then these stairs are also afflicted for some reason. Oh, it's whenever I did something messed it up. I don't know what did. I think it was whenever I was placing the staircase. I think it went high enough to where it touched these stairs. I think that's what it was. Let's make sure the stairs are on this side. Okay, yep, we're good. We are good. Add a little bit of moss here. There we go. Just kind of break stuff myself. Add a little bit of our own detailing where I think it's needed, where it's missed. There we go. I think that's all I need. Okay. I know I said well, I didn't say I was. Did I say I was gonna finish the interior? No, it's just building the interior, so I don't think I'll be able to finish it this stream. We've been streaming for 3.5 hours, and we made quite a lot of progress. But I think what I'm going to do, let's repair this, is finish up the actual interior next stream, and what, like, finish up like all of this, like the library, the room, all that next stream, and then I'll also do some revamping next stream as well. The things that need to be revamped. Let's do cracked deep slate bricks with regular deep slate bricks. And we gotta get a window up here. We gotta get some rooms in here. The library. So we gotta repair this. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. Let's make sure. Yeah. What I could also do. I know it's not about to end things off, but let's add some last little finished touches. Make sure we're all ready to go for whenever we get. There we go. There we go. That makes things a little more colorful and a little more roomy. Alright, let's clear out our inventory so that way we're prepared for next stream. But we go ahead and go into free cam here. So we didn't do anything with the exterior, well, a little bit. What we did is we cracked things up, we mossified a bit, and make things a little more textured, a little better. I think actually, well, next stream I'm going to be completely finishing up this build. One thing I should do is add a gradient. So from like darker to lighter to the top from these towers. We gotta add a window there. Yeah, we crackified and mossified a few things. Let's see. We got maybe some plants up here or something, or maybe just keep the balconies barren. I don't know what balcony things we could add. I could do a little bit of research. We gotta add the other door right there. There can be doors that leads to the back area. And I probably could do like some exterior, so like maybe like actually like move the church back and then like actually make like a front garden area, like an actual like entry way thing, so it's not just straight up like that. That's what I could do. I'll be building a library will be here in the front area. Living quarters will be here in the back area. Probably not gonna be many living quarters, probably just like 4 rooms is all we're going to have. But we did this little area. I really love on how let me go back to my webcam so I have a little more controlled movement. I really love on how this came out. Like, I am really happy with this. Like, I completely just did this, like, off-ripped. It's like I had nothing to work on. Since, for instance, this is where the end of where I built it on survival was, and I think I did quite a good job. And yeah, we're gonna have the bedrooms here. And then, of course, we completely finish up. I don't think there's, like, anything, unless it's like minor detailing. I don't think there is anything else I could add to this area. Like, this area is just insane. I absolutely love it. It came out exactly as well, it was a recreation from something from another world, but it came out exactly how I wanted. It looks wonderful. So I'm quite happy. Also, sorry. Just making sure you guys got to hear me and whatnot. Be sad if I was actually like muted like the whole time. Alright, also there we go. Probably on this tower too that needs oh wait, there's not supposed to be buttons here. Oh wait. Whoops. Anywho. guess I could add actual chiseled up throughout, just not add buttons to it. But yes, we got all this. We'll finish adding extra there later. Of course, we have the little pasture area. Very, very neat. Like, look at this. Whoops. Look at me. It's very cool. All the plants, all the balconies. You know, you don't got the greatest view on the balconies, but they're there. And of course, all the towers that go up. Also, our chandeliers that I've grown to really like. I think I did quite an excellent job on those. And of course, all that stuff. So, yep. I think that is, I think that's it, folks, for this stream. Next stream, we'll, actually finish up this, you know, entire build. And, you know, once we've, yeah, we're gonna finish up this build. Brain stopped working. You know, brain don't work with me. We're going to finish up this build. We're gonna work on actually, you know, renovating it. Also, I gotta repair those back walls. I see cracks. See? A lot of things we gotta do next room. We gotta make sure things look good, make things look better, add rooms, add libraries, add every little detail we can to make it look perfect. See? I can talk. I know what I'm doing. We have a plan. We're gonna execute that plan next stream, whenever that will be. But I will be streaming tomorrow on Twitch for you guys. Also, I should probably go over to here. I will be streaming on Twitch tomorrow. I'll be starting up a brand new game, so that's gonna be quite exciting. And yep, and then I'll be streaming Sunday with Kong watching, maybe. It might be another Monday stream, depends on if he gets his stuff set up, since you know, Kong has been busy real life actually doing stuff and whatnot. Yeah, alright. That's the plan. I don't know what other streams we're gonna do, what other things I plan on doing, but we will figure that out as we go along. Make sure you subscribe if you're watching this far and haven't already clicked off as soon as you heard me say that I was ending things. Join the Discord so that way you could be updated for whenever I do stream, and so you can be part of the community and whatnot, and all that random YouTuber mumbo jumbo nonsense. I'll end things off, and I'll see you guys in the next one, whenever that will be.